Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining this podcast, and thanks for listening to our podcast as well. So today we are going to discuss a very interesting and important discussions. Okay, which is how do you get a better job? Correct. Um, Most of our students they call me and they wanted to have this kind of discussions, like after completion of certain courses, certain trainings. Okay, how can I get a better job, right? Somebody they also ask me, once I'm done this training, do I expect to get a better job, or do I expect a job in MNC or global MNC, something like that? So yes, so today is the first podcast on this, and yes, we'll have a subsequent podcast as well on the same subject line. But the next couple of minutes, we will see what are the tools, what are the tricks, what are the tips, okay, you are going to follow so that you will get a dream job very easily. My name is Debajit, and I have been industry almost 20 plus years. Currently, I'm working for a global MNC. So the first observations I have seen in many folks, those are early stage of their career. They are quite young, but they didn't choose their career so carefully. When I say carefully means after graduations, or let's say after master degree completions, so they got badly influenced by their friends or maybe some of the family members, and they chose a wrong path. For an example, let's say I am the student, I'm done my graduations or masters, and I don't like any development or any Python or any sort of kind of programming, right? But today's new trends is AI/ML. Everybody knows that. I'm not saying AI/ML is bad, but the whole point is, if I don't like the programming, and without Python knowing, you understand that you cannot go very long in AI/ML. So now let's say I chose the Python, I don't like that. And after some time, what happened, that I lose interest. Then what happened? I've already wasted my time and money. And believe me, any company, any good company, corporations, MNC or global MNC, they need somebody who has the expert, who has the subject matter expert, who has the skills inside out on a particular technology. If you don't have the interest, then how do you land up with this situation that now you can crack the interviews, right? So if I have the interest in cybersecurity, let's say I have the interest in cloud technologies, I have to have, or I must choose that path only because that is my passion, right? So I'll keep my interest on, uh, and it is very easy, so that I will end up with the situations, I have got the skills so that I can crack the interview, because this is something, whatever I'm telling you guys from my experience as well, right? I really didn't like coding and all stuff. I had to take the coding training long back, because that is the part of the technology. You cannot really avoid this coding and programming. But my interest was always there in somewhere else: infrastructure, networking, right? Security, cloud technologies. I'm not saying that the same interest you have. I'm just sharing you the experience. So again, I repeat, whatever things interest you, okay, just choose this very very carefully. So at your early stage of your career, whoever is saying whatever, I mean, just do this, do that, just think twice thrice as much as possible before take that particular training. Because if you take this training, if you already get into that, then you have already budgeted your time for that, right? And time is very very valuable. You cannot get back the same time. Even if you are not quite young, let's say you have got the 10, 12 years experience. Now you have to switch your career for obvious reasons, of course. For that matter, also, you have to choose a right career path. For an example, if you are the networking folks, probably you have to choose the cyber security at the next stage. If you are the developer, then probably you have to learn more into the AI ML stuff, maybe data science, or maybe cloud technology, so that you can use your development skills over there. I'm just sharing some of the random thoughts here. So this is the first observations. Again, I repeat, don't go with the flow. Think very, very carefully before take any training, because that is the most significant. Your company, your hiring company, they get hundred thousands of CVs, resume. Then why do they choose you, right? You have to show them you are different than others. And this is only possible if you have these solid skills. Okay, what about the technology you take a training? Okay, just remember, you have to go inside out. You have to become a subject matter expert. You have to become the ninja in that particular training, that particular technology. If you showcase your skill, then you are already on the upper hand, my dear friends. So these are the first observations. My other observations I will discuss in my subsequent podcast. Thank you, everybody, and all the best.